Next time they shine your light in the sky, don't go to it. The bat is dead. Bury it. Consider this mercy.
Tell me. Do you bleed? You will.
And we're back, and I'm featuring today those artificial intelligence characters that's been prevalent in the comic book industry since the 40s, the 50s, the 60s. Yeah. So my first feature today is Red Tornado. Now, Red Tornado is a super android with wind manipulation powers, in addition to incredible strength and speed. So he was created by the villainous Theo Morrow, although he is actually a sentient wind elemental uh, powering the robot. So he was featured in Justice League, although he has been a member of Primal Force and Young Justice. In the Golden Age, there's a version of Red Tornado who was a member of the Justice Society, but she was not an android. So yeah, that's and yep, that's Red Tornado right there, and he's all hero. Yep. So my second feature for tonight is this guy, Cyborg. So his real name is Victor Stone, and he's half man, half machine. His body was destroyed in a tragic accident, but he was saved by his father through experimental technology. Uh, he was created to be a member of the Teen Titans in the modern age, but in the New 52, he was a founding member of the Justice League. Now, Cyborg uh, has most of his body parts replaced with cybernetic ones, and with him, he has access to the large arsenal of high-tech gadgets and weaponry. He also appeared in Justice League uh, in first in 2017 and later in 2021. So yeah, he's the heart, considered the heart of the Justice League since his portrayal in Zack Snyder's movie. Next, AI-powered superhero is Robotman. This version is from The Doom Patrol. Cliff Steele is a human brain inside a robot body. He was a race car driver until an accident destroyed his full body and his brain was saved by the inventions of the chief, Niles Calder. He was transplanted into a cold, unfeeling robot body. He was a founding member of the Doom Patrol. He first appeared in My Greatest Adventure number 80 in 1963. Yes, and he was part of the Doom Patrol TV series. Yes, played by what's his face, Brendan Fraser. So coincidentally, uh, a Robotman appeared in 1942. Uh, this was this was Robert Crane, who was a member of the All-Star Squadron, and first appeared in Star Spangled Comics number 7 in 1942, and he he looked like this back then. He has the same background as Cliff Steele, but Robert Crane is more analog than digital. So, yep. Uh, uh, um, Another feature, but not from DC or Marvel originally, Spartan. Spartan is, of course, from Wildstorm, and he was born Yon Cole, a flesh and blood cherubim lord, and his body was transformed into a cybernetic synthetizoid. Uh, his American name was John Colt, and he began his adventure as an American hero. He's a member of the Wildcats, created by Brandon Choi and Jim Lee, for originally from Image, then Wildstorm carried them over to DC Comics. His body is technically replaceable. He's a template for the Spartan Guards. Next character is from the Thunder Agents. Is from originally Tower, from Tower Comics, and his background is uh, His background is the NoMan body was designed by Dr. Dunn with the help of Dr. Jennings, designed the android bodies into which a human consciousness can theoretically be transferred. Yeah. And he is a member of the Thunder Agents, and which use his cloak of invisibility as one of his powers, along with the ability to transfer his consciousness. His the Thunder Agents later was later published by DC, uh, in which NoMan is had a different background in his history. Yes, and yeah, his powers were his contact receiver. In order to transfer his body, uh, the contact receiver is built in uh, the temple region in each android. Uh, he can only die if he fails to extricate his mind from an android before it is destroyed. One of the weirdest characters, right? Oh, look, not here. Wrong. One of the weirdest characters. Sorry. Sorry about that. Next character we have is the Vision. So the Vision is a synthezoid, an advanced android built to replicate the human form using Horton cells with the solar gems to give him consciousness. He was constructed by Ultron using parts of the original Human Torch, which was created by Phineas Horton. He was later modified with the brain patterns based on, in part, by of those of Wonder Man. So he joined the Avenger and became one of its leading members, and had a love affair with the Scarlet Witch. So, and somehow the Vision became part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and he was played by Paul Bettany. Uh, the origin was slightly a change. Instead of being created by Ultron, he was brought in set to. Yes, Ultron did create his body, but his mind was done by Tony Stark and Bruce Banner, who uploaded Stark's AI Jarvis into the body constructed by Ultron. Yes, he became part of the Avengers. He was destroyed in Infinity War, then revived in One Division. Originally, his body was uh, constructed through the Infinity Stones in the cinematic universe. There's a little difference between the comic book origin of Doctor Octopus and his cinematic one. Octopus is an intelligent and prideful scientist, and during his research project, his body was fused to four mechanical tentacles like arms, causing him severe brain damage that turned him into a criminal. So in the movie, it's the same. His the main difference is that the artificial intelligence corrupted his brain. This is a specific uh, cause for his brain damage. The AI, which somehow after the fusing of his arms, made him unstable. And, and we all saw him in Spider-Man 2, and then again in No Way Home. Yes. And before another blackout happens, I'm featuring the last character of my feature today, Iron Man slash War Machine. Of course, Iron Man is Tony Stark, and War Machine is James Rhodes. And will share Iron Man. So Iron Man became more popular as a movie version. He was a second, third tier hero for Marvel back in the day, but when Robert Downey Jr. played Iron Man, he became one of those best characters around. Also, War Machine. So, War Machine was originally played by Terrence. Who's the who's that actor? Um, Terrence, originally played by Howard Terrence. War Machine. Then Don Cheadle played the, the the other Armored Avenger. Yeah. So we go back to Tony Stark. He's a billionaire industrialist, uh, founder of the Avengers, CEO of Stark Industries. He's really uh, your made man, while Rhodey, War Machine, is colonel in the U.S. Army. And in the comics, Tony designed and invented the War Machine armor as a heavy duty uh, equipment to help him in hot places. Then he gave it to Jim Rhodes. So it might black out again. So that's it for today. See you again.